Hey there, I'm Lance and I'm a gamer.
And I'm Sam, and I'm a non-gamer.
And we are Love to Hate, where we help gamers find great games to play with non-gamers.
And today we're taking a look at Widget Workshop by Phase Shift Games.
Widget's Workshop is a game that is currently running on crowdfunding, so make sure to check out the link down below in the description of this video after you watch it, before it's off of crowdfunding. Now here with Widget's Workshop, this is a game from Phase Shift Games, and if you're familiar with Phase Shift Games, they make a lot of these drop games where you drop components from a height onto the playing surface and watch the pieces scatter. Well, in this particular one, what you're dropping are translucent cards that are in the shape of different gears that have different parts of robots on them. Now, some of the cards are going to be face up, and you'll be able to see partially what's on those cards because they'll be covered up by other cards. And then some of the cards are going to be face down, and you won't be able to see anything on those cards. In this one, you are going to be drawing cards out of the pile, flipping them over, seeing what you've got, placing them on your workshops, hoping to build robots that earn you lots of points. Let's go down to the table. I'll show you how this one works, and then we'll come back and share our thoughts on this one as a gamer and a non-gamer. All right, here's Widget's Workshop. Now, I do want to make sure you understand that what you see here is prototype, so the final artwork components, maybe even some of the rules, might change once it's released from crowdfunding. That being said, what you have components-wise, you really just have these translucent cog-like cards, and these are cards in a sense, and they're all going to have different parts of a robot on them. And as you can see, these are see-through, these are translucent, and they're going to have some icons on the sides. They're all going to be different. Every single one of them is going to be different, have different things on them, different robot parts. As you can see, this one is a head, and this one is an arm, and so yeah, they're all going to be different. Now, what you're going to be doing as part of setup, you're going to have lots of cards, and you're going to have some of them being face up and some of them being face down. And you'll shuffle these all up, and yeah, you'll just randomly turn some over. You'll turn some different ways, and it doesn't matter if they're oriented in a certain way, if they're twisted or whatever. And as is the case with Phase Shift's games, they're drop games. You are going to drop some of these components. You're going to drop them from a height and let them fall as they may onto the playing surface. So we're going to do that real quick. We're going to drop everything, and whoa, look at that. Now you do want to kind of get them scooted in together a little bit, like so, but you do want them spread out in a manner like this. Now, as you can see, some of the cards are face up, some of them are face down, and that is exactly what you want with this game, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking in this pile, and you're going to be selecting one of the cards, whether that be a face up card, such as this one right here, or maybe a face down card, such as this one right here. And you'll be taking these out, and you'll be building your robots with them. Now, I do want to point out real quick that you can tell a little bit of the color difference on the backs of, or on the fronts versus the backs of these cards. So let me get that better focus for you. As you can see, the back is a little bit darker than the front on my left here. So yeah. But anyhow, that's what you're going to have out here in the playing area, and you'll be taking these cards out either one at a time, each player taking a turn one at a time, or if you're doing the chaos mode, which is very much the same thing that I just described, it's just everybody's going to go simultaneously. It's a free-for-all. You'll all be taking these cards and hopefully building robots. So let's talk about building robots. I'm going to move these out of the way and bring onto frame one of the playmats. So there are some playmats. We were given a couple of playmats to be able to try out with our game. I'm going to zoom the camera in a little bit better so you can see this playmat. These playmats are really nice because you have 3 bays to be able to build your robots. And as you can see, each little spot in one of the bays shows you that it holds a specific type of robot part. So this is going to be your right arm. Obviously, it looks like it's on the left, but this is the robot's right side. His center mainframe, head included, his left arm, right leg, and left leg. And so you'll be placing each piece onto one of these spots. So let's take one of the robot pieces here. Obviously, this is a head, so we're going to put that right there on the head. Maybe I can be able to build a robot here. And this looks to be the right arm, so we're going to put that right there like that. Let's see if I can't figure out. Oh, nope, I got another right arm. And let's see if I can get one this time. Yeah, so we've got a left arm like that. And maybe I can get a leg here or two. Nope, that doesn't look like a leg. Maybe that's a leg. Yes, and let's see if I can get one more. There we go. I have built my robot. And so, yeah, you'll be trying to just collect these pieces, building a robot. Now, what difference does it make what pieces you get to build your robots? Well, taking a look at this area right here, which I know that's a little bit further away for a lot of you there. So you can see here that we're going to have 4 different traits. We've got this like green leafy trait, this white puff of cloud trait, red fire, blue water. And so taking a look back down at our pieces right here, we've got some red flames, we've got some blue water, we've got some green leaves, we got the puffy white cloud. So we've got a little bit of all. Well, that stinks because really what you're trying to do is you're trying to at least get 4 that match. And so far I've only got 2 red ones that match. My other ones don't match. If I can get at least 4 that match, that'll earn me 5 points. If I can get all 5 of these pieces to be the same, well, that'll earn me 10 points. Now, in addition to these icons trying to be all the same, you're also trying to get the ones on the bottom left to be the same. As you can see, there is like a little strong man dude looking one, and there's one that looks like a fast guy running. Well, and again, in the same case, if you can get 4 to all be the same, that'll earn you 5 points. And if you can get all 5 to be the same, again, that'll earn you 10 points. So I do have 5 points here with that. Then there's a third way that you're going to try to score points, and that is with the icon that is in the bottom right. You have this, what looks like kind of a squiggly mass, and then you also have kind of a black scientific, atom icon looking thing. And so if you can match up at least 4 of those to all be the same, you'll earn 5 points. And as you guessed it, if you can get all 5 to be the same, well, that'll earn you 10 points. So as it is, I got 4 of these strongman guy looking things and 4 of these squiggly mass looking things. So that's earned me a total of 10 points. And once you've built a robot, you can go ahead and put all the pieces together and you can slot it. If you've got these nice play mats, you can slot it here. I'm going to skip this down just a little bit on the spot that matches your score for it, which again, in this case is 10. So I'm going to put it right there. And I've got a 10-point robot. And players are going to continue to do this until you have built a certain number of robots, at which point that's going to trigger the end of the game. And then all players are going to be able to get another turn to be able to try to complete as many robots as the person who triggered the end game. You can't exceed that person who has completed the end game process. You can just match them. And then you're going to count up how many points you have with all the robots that you've built. And as you might guess, whoever has the most points is going to be the winner. Now, again, going back to what I said earlier, there is a chaotic mode to this game where you're just grabbing these one at a time, lining them up as fast as you can, trying to build your robots. And you can play in that manner. There is also a small module that you can add to the game. It's the pizza module, which why would you not ever play with this? Now, what is this? Well, whenever you draw out of the groupings of the cards, you could draw a pizza. And what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to have the perfect one for the last piece that you need and be able to complete your robot, or it could let you take a second turn, depending on what mode of the game you're playing. Because in the chaos mode, you don't take turns, so it's not going to work as a second turn in that mode. It's just going to let you add the last piece to your robot. Now, I did not mention then whenever you are drawing your cards from the pile, so let's bring that pile back out here. I did not mention that whenever you're drawing from here, if you draw one of the ones that are face down, you actually get to draw 2. And so you'll draw 2 cards, flipping them over, choosing one to keep, tossing the other back onto the pile. So that's why you might draw one that's face down, even though you're not 100% sure what it is. But that's how you play Widget's Workshop. Let's go back up top and share our thoughts on this one. And we're back, and now we're going to share our thoughts on Widget's Workshop from a gamer and non-gamer's perspective. So Sam, got to ask you about this one, just the idea of all these cards being out in a pile. It looks super messy, but it's supposed to be super messy. And you're just drawing these cards out of this pile. What'd you think about that?
At first, I was like, this is dumb. Like, I didn't get it. And then once you start figuring out like kind of what you're looking for, and putting the robots together, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I thought you would.
Yeah. I think it was just, again, it's messy. It's very simple. You literally just have these pieces in the middle and you're bored, and it's just kind of like, how's this going to work?
Oh, yeah, it almost doesn't seem like it could be a game, or at least a game that would work. And then you get into the process, and it's like searching for a needle in a haystack, except in a fun way.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to describe that. And what's fun about it is that there are a lot of times in this game where you think you see something and you're like, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one I want. And then you pull it out, and it's like you can just read it on somebody's face of like, oh no, that isn't what I thought it was.
Like, I had 3 left arms.
And so there's a fun frustration, almost party-like feel that you get with this game in that regard. I found it to be frustratingly fun, frustratingly humorous.
It's a light game.
It's not one that you're to take super serious. But that being said, it's still a very fun and enjoyable time with this one. Now, there are 2 ways to play this game, and the one is probably what we would do more often, which is, one turn at a time, where I go, I take something, you go, you take something, and then anybody else would go. Or you could be a free-for-all, where it is all the cards out on the table and everybody just goes. Everybody just goes. And you just try to build these robots as fast as you can before somebody builds up their army of robots. And so you can play it in either way. I don't know, what for you, do you like the one at a time, or would you like the chaos free-for-all?
I mean, I like the one at a time because I'm always like, okay, am I doing this right? And that communication that I have with Lance while I'm playing it. So I think it's just
be able to ask questions.
And I think at first it took us probably 2 rounds to figure out that the cards tell you which way it's up. We're sitting there looking at some of them. We're like, is that an arm? Is that a leg? Which way does it go? Is it and then 2 rounds later, we were like, oh, it tells you.
We're so done.
So that was nice to be able to ask questions.
So I agree with you. I like the one at a time, but I can definitely see a lot of people, especially maybe families with young kids, or just whatever the case is. If you're looking for a party, an even partier like game, you can do that chaotic, free for all as you scramble to try to get all the pieces. So really fun, cute little game. It's got the drop mechanic that Phase Shift Games is well known for. So we were, as you saw in the rules portion of the video, we were able to use a couple of the play mats with this game, which we don't have here, obviously, with the game because it doesn't fit in this little tiny box. But I really thought the play mats were a very nice addition. So if you are checking out that campaign page, I would definitely recommend getting those play mats. What do you think?
Yeah, I like those a lot. We don't have a whole lot of games that have that kind of component to it.
Yeah, I would highly recommend that. So definitely check that out. One that you would recommend playing with non-gamers?
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah, and it's such a small little game. You could take this anywhere and play it anywhere. So the game is Widget's Workshop. It is from Phase Shift Games. It is running on crowdfunding right now, so don't miss it. Click that link down below in the description of this video to get all the details on it.
Make sure to like and subscribe and push that bell button so you get notifications of all our new content.
I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, where we bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.